With the dust of the Safari Rally well and truly settled, the quest to nurture the next generation continues to gain momentum as the country seeks to secure itself as a powerhouse in motorsport. After the impressive performance by Maxine Wahome at the Safari Rally, the hunger for success in motorsport has definitely been fueled. The National Karting Championship that takes place on a yearly basis could be the avenue through which young motorsport enthusiasts can chase their dreams.
From a growth point of view on the numbers, we still are growing. For this event, we've got 18 entrants. I think there are 2 that won't make it, but on average, you'd have about 20 entries for the event, yes.
The championship offers 10 legs spread across 3 racetracks in Kenya. Initially, the Rift Valley Motorsports Club in Solai was the only racing track, but now there is Whistling Moran and the Great Rift Valley in Mai Mahiu, with the races alternating between Nakuru and Nairobi counties.
I think that it still requires a bit more promotion. The commercial tracks do help in bringing interest with karting, because there are people who come into this track, race commercial karts, get interest for their kids and then put the kids on it. So it is growing. There's still more to be done, and at least the publicity you guys give it helps, definitely.
There are 3 categories in karting, depending on the ages of the drivers, and with each category, the engines are different. Bambino class comprises of drivers aged between 6 to 8 years, with the cars being a 50cc. Cadet category involves drivers aged between 9 to 11 years, driving vehicles with a capacity of a 60cc. The junior Rotax drivers are aged between 11 to 13 years, driving 125cc engines.
Engine is the same engine that you'll find in a senior class. Senior class is the next category. The only difference is that the senior class would have a power valve. So basically, if he has to go up to the next class, all you need to do is just add a power valve.
For the young drivers, the thrill behind the wheel is surreal.
Come on, close, Miss, and close.
Funny story, we were supposed to go to Masai Mara. Then we decided not to, and we went to a place called GP Karting. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. And there I liked it. I tried a professional kart, and turns out I liked it. Then I went to a track called TGRV in Mayu Mayu. And then there my dad bought me a kart, and I started karting 60cc there.
Formula 1 made me kart. So I decided to start with 2 rivers. And the commercial karts were very hard. So I went a bit fast, then I stopped. I now came here and tried some driving, got my license, and then I still come here.
I've seen people do it when I went on when I sometimes go to the track, and it's just, my friends also talk about it sometimes, and then I feel like it's so fun, yeah.
When I grow up, I wanna be a Safari Rally driver. My favorite driver is Maxine Wahome.
To get started in karting, all one has to do is to join a motorsports club in Nairobi or Nakuru. In Nairobi, one can join the Kenya Motorsports Club, while in Nakuru, the Rift Valley Motorsports Club is the available option.
Is that for entry levels, find a kart driver that is transitioned from a 50 to a 60, because there will still be a kart, there will still be an engine available. Same case with racing gear and all. So, and we've got a very nice bunch of parents that help grow the sports, and that's been very helpful. Yeah. But the key thing is join the club, get yourself a license, and then you will always find a parent that is transitioning from one class to the other, depending on your age.
Get into motorsports, you, just like swimming, you cannot improve unless you're on the track. You must spend a lot of time practicing on the track, because it's not just about the driver, it's about the kart setup. So as you spend more time on the track, if us as parents also spend more time on the kart to understand what works and what doesn't work.
Gender parity is also considered.
Well, I believe it's interesting because we want to change the dynamics. We also believe in girl power. So let us also make our young ladies feel they can achieve whatever they want to achieve.
The sport also impacts on the driver's character.
There's a huge amount of discipline that the sport brings into the person and a sense of responsibility to ensuring that your kart finishes the race.
With the likes of Jeremy Wahome having had their formative motorsport years in karting, then what better way for the next generation to begin theirs here? And who knows, one of them maybe just be a future Formula One driver. Elijah Uko, NTV Sport.